Hey, this is going to be a collective reading just for the energy of the day. Thought I would try something a little bit different. So here we go. So I'm just looking at the collective. So any messages for anyone who sees this? Calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light, because we don't want to talk to anyone else. And I'm just asking for the energy of the collective. Whoever needs messages, whoever is going to see these messages. And this is energy for today. So the day that you see this, this is energy for you today. And we'll get a little advice here too. Just kind of a quick collective read. And I'll put the old wise tree out here. What's going on, collective? We do have already the pair, the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords coming out. The moon is in Pisces today. I feel like that's why I'm wanting to do some collective reads too. It's just the moon in Pisces for me. I am a Pisces. I'm a Cancer, Pisces. So it's always very emotional for me. It just feels nostalgic to me somehow. And of course, it's Mercury retrograde. And so I'm just wanting to get clear on energy. And, you know, with Pisces energy, it can be very dreamlike and fluid. So let's get some clarity on some of this. The big picture here is talking about coming out of some of that unclear fog. It's talking about releasing some binds that you have been in the past, or things that have kept you in your head and out of your present moment, out of your solar plexus. That's being cleared up. So that is good. That's a good thing. With this Queen of Swords and this King of Swords, they're really clear too. This could be a pair, this could be a couple, but also this could be the intrinsic part of you. So the Queen of Swords is very clear on her intention, her internal intention. She knows what she wants. She knows what she cares about. She doesn't really take any BS. She's like, yeah, I can see through you really clearly. And she doesn't play around, you know? And then this King of Swords, also in the past situation here, this is also, so she's having all of this in her mind. She's very clear in thought, and she's analyzing things internally and knowing what's going on no matter what is being said in front of her. The King of Swords aspect of yourself is actually telling you, look, I'm not going to put up with this. This is how it's going to be. This is where I'm coming from. Like, they're actually being action oriented about all the things that she's thinking about. The heart of the situation, you know, there's some aspect here today. So this is today's energy with the day that you are seeing this. This is like kind of not standing in your power. So that's why this clarity of standing in your power is coming in today too. Or this could be that you haven't been standing in your power. You haven't been putting a lot of effort in standing in it, or in at least proclaiming what your truth is. I'm also feeling like it's almost like, man, I've just needed to take a break and just stand down. I've just needed to like get kind of like, excuse me, get into your own juices, get away from everybody else's energy, and just like, take a breather so that you can get clear. Your advice is even talking about self-validation. This is about not waiting for other people to give you validation. This is almost like to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. That it's easier to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. Don't wait till somebody tells you no. Just go ahead and, you know, do what you need to do for you. Self-validation. Also, yeah, give yourself permission. This is about giving yourself permission, not asking for permission from others, which is super interesting. This is also coming from a place of not being able to move through a rite of passage, or not being able to move on from something. This is coming from thoughts. your mind, not being able to move on from something that you've been thinking about, maybe even obsessing about. And here your higher self is talking about releasing themes and patterns that don't serve you. So this really is getting clear on what's going on. Getting clear on what's going on around you. I also feel like, oh wow, yeah, I was going to say the people around you, your angels and guides are talking about releasing nostalgic things, which is what's going on here. The emotional aspect of today, releasing nostalgic things, but releasing things in the past that no longer serve you. And I want to say too, with these cards together, this is about releasing patterns from relationships. These can be friendships. I feel a lot of family relationship type patterns too, but these can be people that you've just known for a really long time. So even if they're friends, can be lovers too. But it's like really releasing these types of dynamics that don't serve you anymore. This is in the past. And here, this is in what to release. You've either released wishes that you have, things that you've wanted in the past. It's almost like, not be careful what you wish for, but things that you've wished for, you were granted. And then you're like, wow, but I've evolved from these wishes that were granted to me. I've evolved from this thing that I once wanted so much. I've grown, and now I need to tweak it. I need different wishes. This isn't my wish anymore, is what I'm feeling. And then there's a lot of resistance to regret and sadness and anxiety. There are quite a few swords in this spread, and swords are intentional, and they're very much thoughts and thought process. And this having resistance here is like, I no longer want to be in this place where I'm feeling anxiety and feeling anxious and spinning, maybe even by myself. So, past, present, future. In the past, this is the declaration of the truth. This is someone who's very logistical. And then here in the present, we have two twos. So there's some balance that's wanting to happen for sure. And this would be in love, in commitment. I'm also hearing for someone in sex. But this is some kind of standstill. I'm also hearing a pardon. Somebody's like waiting for a pardon. Somebody's waiting for someone to release them, I'm hearing, but also forgive them. It's like somebody's staying in a situation and they'll never leave, but they're waiting for someone to release them. It's like they're being loyal, but they really don't want to stay. Okay. This outcome is so wonderful. Here we have this 7, which is all this complete reevaluation of what's happening and what's going on. But also, this is the balance that happens. This is the beeline that happens when the universe has your back. The universe helps you in the momentum of moving forward into your truth, into your grace, into your victory. I will say this, the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, they're all about victory. And then here it is. I'm hearing somebody say they're worried about a tragic ending. And I feel like it's tragic in this feeling or this idea. It's more of a fear of that. It is tragic rather than it actually being as tragic as they think. I feel like it's just been going on for so long that the parting of ways seems like it would be really painful. I also feel my throat chakra activated. So somebody's really, it's like they're really having a hard time saying what they need to say. Say what you need to say. But this is definitely coming to terms with getting clear on what it is that you want. Dang, that was a doozy of a daily energy. Let's get some, I want to Yeah, let's just pull messages of love oracle cards, just because this does seem like there's something going on about making a decision with someone else and releasing from patterns of relationship, whether that's romantic, for some of you it is, or whether that is friendship or some kind of dynamic in family or something like that, but getting very clear about it. Asking spirit for some messages around, oh, I want to say this complication. Yeah, boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. This is getting really clear about what it is that you need. Firm boundaries are needed. I'll pull one more of these. Here and now, your true love is already part of your life. I also want to say this, your true love is already part of your life. This definitely can be for some of you where this is a relationship and this is somebody that you know already. Maybe you're in relationship with them, maybe you're not and you're about to be. But this true love can also be the love that you feel for yourself and giving yourself the opportunity to be vulnerable with yourself. There's some kind of self-inquiry here coming up. What if I could be there for myself? What if I could be there for me? This whole throat chakra thing is interesting going on with me here. Clearing the throat chakra. Yeah, just sending some Reiki to clear the throat chakra so that whoever is seeing this is able to speak their truth clearly, easily, and effortlessly. What if I were able to be there and be vulnerable for myself? How much clarity would that bring? And one more, retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. I was just talking to someone yesterday. They are going on a walkthrough. It's 26, I don't know how long it is. It's miles and miles. It's like 15 miles a day or something for 26 days. And they were talking about at a certain point how you reach this state of nirvana, just being so connected with nature and so dialed in to yourself and to the oneness awareness. And that's what I'm feeling here. Just even the acknowledgement that that's available to us, even just the acknowledgement that we can tap into it or plug into it, whether we're on 26 days of walking that far or whether we're sitting in our living room and just connecting with that frequency. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for being with me today for today's energy, and I will talk to you soon.